Luke from Maricopa, Arizona. You once made the case a few years ago that the four young pillars of AEW who would carry the company in the future were Darby Allin, Jack Perry, MJF, and Sammy Guevara. Well, I think those were the four pillars. I think most people looked at them and referred to them as the four pillars. However, while MJF has become a true top star and Darby Allin is prominently featured, it's safe to say that both Jack Perry and Sammy Guevara have fallen off in terms of importance to AEW. I should point out, by the way, if it even matters, that this question came in before Jack Perry returned at All Out last night, just FYI. So he says, my question is this: why have Jack Perry and Sammy Guevara failed to live up to their potential as pillars for their company? Also, who would you say are the current four pillars that are carrying AEW? Well, Sammy got himself into trouble a few times, and that didn't help his cause. Jack Perry mouthing off the way he did at All In led to CM Punk's final meltdown, which then led to Tony Khan firing him and fearing for his life. So, that's his biggest attraction. That was his biggest attraction. And Punk bears a lot of responsibility for his reaction. But, who the hell is Jack Perry to even be instigating something like that? Right? I'm sure his role in that hurt his standing to some degree. But if I had to designate four people as the pillars of AEW in 2025, see, I kind of have two different definitions of the pillars. If you go by the traditional definition of young talents that are the present and the future of the company, I think MJF is still in there, of course. Darby is still in there. But Kyle Fletcher has replaced Jack Perry, and Konosuke Takeshita has replaced Sammy Guevara. Now, if you look at the pillars as being the most important to the company right now and in the future, I think Tony Storm is absolutely a pillar of AEW, Hangman Page, Swerve Strickland, and Will Ospreay. So it really comes down to how you want to define what those four pillars are or their importance to the company. But to me, those are the four pillars, depending on how you define them.
Hey, Solomonster, Cinema Steven here. Being an avid film buff, I've always gravitated towards pro wrestling due to its cinematic presence in terms of character, action choreography, costumes, and storylines. With these concepts in place, which wrestler, male or female, would you say would make for a great film character? And vice versa, which film character would you say would be a great pro wrestler?
Great question. I will take the last part first. Bane from Batman. They even had a wrestler playing him in the movie, Jeep Swenson. Patrick Bateman in American Psycho. I could absolutely see him as a great heel pro wrestler. And I'll throw a random one at you, but a good one. And a great movie if you never saw it, but that's where the ABC Always Be Closing line comes from. Alec Baldwin's character in Glengarry Glen Ross. I think that character would have made one hell of a heel general manager. Or a manager, but I picture him more as a heel GM. I don't remember the name of the character, but absolutely, I feel like that would have been entertaining to watch in pro wrestling. As far as wrestlers making great film characters, look, I'm a horror buff, so Undertaker is definitely one. Bray Wyatt would be another, especially The Fiend. Ric Flair, he's like a walking fucking cartoon character. He would make for an entertaining movie character. His whole life is like a movie. Most people would never believe it's a real person. Andre the Giant, Randy Savage for sure. Between the voice and the colorful outfits, he's a tailor-made movie character. Timeless Tony Storm is a definite one. And Crow Sting. Call me crazy, but I think they can make a movie out of that character.